Hotepu, and welcome to this installment of part 2 of Reincarnation, where we discuss what exactly reincarnates. Is it your physical body? Is that why the Kamau, the black Egyptians, preserved their mummies? Is it your feelings? Is it your thoughts? What actually survives the death process? To understand this, we must look at this bird on the screen called your Ba. The Ba is your divine witness consciousness, the observer. It is the part of you that's been watching everything you do, all of your good deeds and your crimes and sins, and simply watches them. He's very akin to your conscience. Now, you are made of several layers of spiritual energy, from the densest to the most subtle sublime. The densest would be your physical body, we call your kat. A little more subtle is your aura, called your shahut or sahu in Egyptian. More subtle still is your ka, your inner child or your soul. Even more light is your ab or your mind. Then you have your ren, your name. You have your shakum, which is your true astrology karma, your astrology chart. Then you have your ku, which is your destiny reading, a binary code that has all of the life lessons you have to go through. And the Ba witnesses and observes all these other ones I mentioned, and watches how they act, how they respond to life's crossroads, to life's challenges. Now, at death, each of the lower bodies dissolve into their primary element. So, for example, at death, your physical body is made of dust, so it becomes dust to dust. Before it returns to its dust form, back to the earth, buried into the soil, it forms a psychic seed that is stored in your root chakra. And this psychic earth seed contains all of your body's memories and experiences. All the things you did to your body, you did not do for your body, and all the events that happened to it. Good things, exercise, accidents, diseases, healings, it's all recorded. And the same thing happens up each chakra. The Ka takes the water chakra, so all of your emotional inner child issues, before the Ka dissolves into a watery state, it forms a water seed, and that seed contains all of your emotional karmas and memories. Then the fire chakra does the same thing, the heart chakra does the same thing, and up the chakras we go. Now, at death, the Ba flies down from its perch, which is above your head, like a halo or an aura, like a sun disk, an arm's length above your head. If you took your arm, point it straight up over your head, where your middle finger begins or ends there, you sense an orb of light. That's the house of the Ba, called the Het Ba. At death, the Ba allows the decomposition process of each of the bodies, watches it, and then waits for the seed hiding inside the earth element, inside of the water element. It flies down and gathers each of these seeds and takes it with him. He takes your earth chakra seed, he takes your root chakra seed, your water chakra seed, your solar plexus seed, your heart chakra seed, your throat chakra core seed lessons and memories, your third eye chakra seed, and stores them in the crown chakra, the place of the memory of all of them. Then, at the next life, the Ba looks at these seeds and scans what's weak, what did you miss, what were the bad things you've learned, what were the things that you have stored in your memories of these bodies that are corruptible, that are unrighteous, that are dirty and wrong. And then the Ba decides, based upon what you've missed, the lessons you must now learn in this life. These patterns. The Ba carries a bag full of these seeds, which are your patterns of your life. And then the Ba says, well, I need to replant these seeds. I must take his last life's earth chakra seed and replant it in his future physical body. So his physical body will manifest the patterns of the old body. So it's not the same physical body you're getting. It's a new body that has been seeded with the old body's history, memories, and patterns. The same for your soul, your emotions. You get a new soul seeded with the old soul's memories, patterns, and history. This is why, for example, if you had a trauma in a past life, you died a horrible death at sea, you may have a fear of water in this life. Now, you didn't die in water in this life, but you have the memory of it. Or let's say you had an army experience where you had your arm cut off, or you had a wound, a scar on your face from an arrow. And sometimes people will have a big mole where that wound is, or they'll have problems with that arm. That's because the Ba put the seed of the memory in this body. So what stays eternal are patterns. You can't, for example, destroy the pattern of circleness. You can destroy this circle or that circle or the other circle, but you can't destroy the concept of circleness or squareness or triangularity. So we can destroy forms, but we can't destroy principles. We can't destroy the pattern of a circle, square, triangle. And so if each chakra is akin to a geometry shape, let's say the root chakra is like a square, the sex chakra is like a circle, the solar plexus is like a triangle, the seed that you have from your death process will either have a crazy square, deformed, ill-proportioned, a wax circle, lumpy, not very round, a crazy triangle, or a perfectly balanced circle, square, or triangle. And when you are enlightened, you begin to have perfect squares, perfect circles, perfect triangles. These chakras, these lessons of each of your spirit bodies match the divine archetypal ideal, circleness, squareness, so to speak. So, in sum, what reincarnates are your patterns. And that's why you may find, let's say in this life, you meet someone and you say, I'm having a deja vu moment with you. I think we were friends in a past life or enemies in a past life. Now that may or may not be true. What is true, and more likely so, is that this person contains the pattern you recognize. It may not be the exact person you were a friend with in a past life. It may be a person that contains a pattern very similar to your last life's best friend, because your last life best friend may not be back from reincarnation yet. He might still be on the other side. So your inner seeds send a call to whoever has a pattern that reminds you, deja vu, of your last life's best friend's pattern. So you engage the pattern, and the pattern is good enough to teach you the lessons you need to learn. So, what survives are patterns. You are a pattern, and your goal is to perfect your pattern, to make it flawless, to make it geometrically sound, and to make it beautiful and pleasing onto Ra, the life force, and the spirit. Dwawin Hotepu.